Gibson reporting there. He's a big, bad bloke from Perth who's a heavyweight wrestling champion in America. He also just happens to be Dennis Cometti's not-so-little boy. So how did Mark Cometti become a star in the crazy world of pro wrestling? Mark Gibson went to Florida to find out.
You're gonna find out why I'm the outback Silverback.
Oh my God!
Well, he was the most placid kid.
You're a dead man! You're finished! Don't be Johnny! You're in the dinner!
So mild and so easy to get on with. Not a bad bone in his body.
You forget, I'm from the street! I'm bad! I'm really bad!
Is he really from the streets? Is he really bad?
That is so good. That is cool.
Orlando, Florida. It's home to Universal Studios, Disney World, Cape Canaveral, and now an Aussie bloke making a name for himself in the world of wrestling.
This is really the land where wrestling is from.
He's 6'3" and 145 kilos of pure muscle.
Wrestling was probably the first reason why I picked up a weight in the first place.
Hard to believe he's Dennis Cometti's little boy. What does your dad think about it?
Well, initially, I think he was a bit, what the hell are you doing? You know, as a lot of parents would be when their kid turns around and says, I'm going to America to be a wrestler.
When he told me that he wanted to become a wrestler, well, that was terrific. I sort of encouraged him, sort of just ruffled his hair and thought, well, it'll go away. But he came back again. And when he told me that he was going, well, I think he discussed it with his mother first, but I was shocked.
When it comes to broadcasting, Dennis Cometti is one of the best in the business.
Third man in the queue, revolt, emerges with a football.
Half a world away in a Florida gym, 28-year-old Mark is reaching the top of a very different game.
No!
These days, he's Mark Silva, aka The Beast, the Outback Silverback, the WXW heavyweight world champion.
It was just a matter of time before I, the Outback Silverback, took my rightful spot on top of the WXW food chain.
They are almost Shakespearean in the way they deliver their lines. Now, corny as those lines may be, or as hackneyed as they may be, I sort of hear them and I think, well, that's pretty clever.
He's far more polished than me in front of the camera. I still got a while to catch up.
Well, we know his dad can call football. How about wrestling? How do you think he'd go commentating one of your bouts?
Well, he's a talented man, mate. Don't get me wrong. So I think he'd be fine.
So the Outback Silverback against Dylan Knight. Dylan Knight obviously giving away a fair bit of weight.
So we put the master to the test.
And you see Dylan Knight coming back with a kick and some punches to the head of the big guy, who backs off, a bit like his father, but then stands his ground. Dylan Knight trying to give him the Irish whip, flings him against the ropes, picks him up, over the top, lands on his back, and that would hurt. In comes the ref, just in time to see what's going on after all that he missed. Counts 3, and the Beast is still world champion. Oh, it's good to know there's justice still in the world.
Mark Cometti's just one step away from the holy grail of wrestling, the multi-million-dollar world of the WWE.
As far as the big time goes with the WWE and stuff like that, well, you know, that's in their hands, not mine. Obviously, it'd be an honour, and that's where you want to end up. This is the breakfast of heavyweight champions, man.
Mark's mission to be massive starts when he wakes up. 2
scoops of the mass gainer, 1 scoop of the protein mix, and 10 to 5 grams of each of them, and I add in 2 cups of oats.
Then breakfast is served. In the ring, he's trained by wrestling legend Uffa the Wild Samoan.
New champion!
To get somewhere, you have to crawl before you can walk. And then you gotta run. Right now, it's about to run. So Mark, yes, it's good. He's got good potential.
Uffa should know. He trained Mickey Rourke for his Oscar-nominated role in The Wrestler.
In the beginning, I didn't like Mick. He was cocky. He was a boxing guy. He likes boxing. He didn't have no respect for wrestling. And he keep on coming. And it turns out to become real close friends.
But Uffa revealed the first choice for the role was Nicolas Cage.
So I met him. He was supposed to be playing the part. And I trained him for 2 days. And there was no third day. He never shows back up.
He couldn't hack it?
Don't really know the reason, but I got a feeling he couldn't get up in the morning.
Today, the Beast has a tough-talking challenger.
Not only am I a better commentator than his father is, but I know I'm a better wrestler than he is. I want him in the ring right now.
Chris Russo got his wish,
I'm gonna make your daddy proud, babe. I'm gonna make your daddy proud, huh?
but learnt pretty quickly not to take the Cometti name in vain.
What are you going to say now?
I can still talk better than his father, Dennis. If he wants to challenge me to a commentator off, I'll be... Oh!
Shut the hell up.
And Mark
Family
finishes him
honour.
off.
He might be a bad guy, but he's a good guy.
At the Wild Samoan Training Academy, it's not just men who dream of wrestling greatness. What's a young lady like you doing something like this for?
This is my life's dream. This is everything I've ever wanted. I love it. The rush, the adrenaline.
Now, of course, one question remains. You know, the one that makes wrestlers a little bit touchy. How much of it's real and how much of it isn't?
We don't say real and isn't. You know? We don't say real and isn't for starters.
I don't get it that people go along and think that it is for real, and you've got even people like me and others publicly saying it's not real.
And how much of it of wrestling is sport and how much of it is entertainment?
Well, I want to like you, so we'll keep it that way.
They will admit one thing. The winner is predetermined.
I can still remember the exact day my father broke it to me that it was predetermined, so to speak, and it almost broke my heart.
I remember doing that, yeah. It was sort of, what would you say, a perverted delight that I took because he was getting so wrapped up in it. I had to tell him then. I thought, this is no good.
So, can a tough-talking Aussie giant make it all the way to the WWE? Those in the know think he will.
Yes, I'm going to miss him, but if the call comes, they got to go. Yes, I'll give him the opportunity, and I wish him nothing but the best.
I don't know whether he'll succeed or fail, but if he fails, then he knows he did have a go at it, and I can't fault him for that.
Outback, Silverback, watch your damn back.
Mark Gibson in Florida there with Mark Cometti. Who knows, if he wins more world titles, he might get a spot on Dancing with the Stars. No doubt the judges might think twice.